Welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys, and again, we always want to thank our patrons for joining us on Patreon. If you want to jump in there and support us, you can also be a part of our Discord community and submit questions.
Please support us.
That's just close, bro. Look.
This one right here. This is submitted by CGL1987.
CGL.
1987, good year. Good year.
Alright, if one of the boys turned out to be a serial killer, we already know who that is.
Excuse you.
Who do you think it would be?
Alright, let's go around the room.
Like, who would get the documentary series made about them or next monster series on Netflix where the actors who play the boys do all gay shit? I personally vote Bart or the Indian dude.
I vote Omicron.
The Indian dude.
Yeah,
no,
dude.
that's
The killer's right next to me,
that's
bro.
too obvious of a choice, so it can't be.
So your top spot. I think number 2 spot.
Is everybody unanimously
Bart.
like the serial
Yeah,
killer
Omicron.
here is Omicron? Right?
Yeah.
No way.
Number 2 spot is either Bart or Joe.
No, the serial killer is always the one who's least likely to be.
You're wearing serial killer glasses right now.
Those are for sure serial killer glasses.
Then like I would be
put
like
them on before you start
I would
cutting
be
bodies.
like the real Juntao. You know how like
Yeah.
the Juntao is a serial killer, then
I'm the
they
bald
find
guy,
out he's
yeah.
being controlled by someone.
Yeah.
I would be that guy. But I wouldn't be the guy. But
He's serial killer by proxy.
yeah, I'm not the guy with a scalpel.
I think Anthony's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Why? What's your theories?
I'm listening.
Look at him.
You have my attention.
Look at him.
Yeah, what's his method?
All these women end up dead internationally.
He's like Ted Bundy.
Yeah, do you think he's killing women mainly?
And dead international.
I think Anthony's a seductor.
He's honeypotting these ladies, dude.
He likes to get them pregnant first. He's a sicko.
What are you talking about?
Ted Bundy,
Honey pot. Yeah, male honey
Whose
pot.
glasses are those?
So he waits until they're pregnant,
Yeah, he gets them pregnant first.
and then they celebrate, and then he goes, "It's time," because he wants to do double homicides.
Yeah. And then
Oh shit.
they always find him duct taped to a chair, and the woman just had to watch Kinja's videos like for fucking days on end.
That's how he finishes the job.
Days and days on end. And then the police, when they see the scene and they look up at the kid, they start and they're like, I've been working jobs. I worked a lot of jobs. This guy's sick. This guy's sick.
We gotta stop this guy. My letter of resignation's on the table, Chief.
I seen babies come out of microwaves. I never seen anything this sick.
It's just Kinja's videos. This poor woman.
She sat there for 4 days.
Have you seen one Kinja's video in your life?
No.
Yeah, I had a proud uncle moment though. I was my nephew's getting hella into dance and shit.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
good.
he's doing competitions, and then like we went down a rabbit hole one day of just watching my friends.
You show my dance moves?
Yeah.
My videos?
And I showed him Quest stuff, I showed him Kinja stuff, and he goes, "You know all of them? Like all?" And I'm like, "Pretty much, yeah." Like I kind of know a lot of dancers,
We
yo.
all like
Cool
kick it,
uncle,
actually.
dude. Yeah, I remember I saw him at an event, and I just saw this kid, and I'm like, something tells me that's Joe's nephew. For real? And I just took a picture and I sent it to him. Is this your nephew? And he's like, oh shit, yeah.
You're just jacking off in the corner.
He wasn't doing anything,
your nephew?
but I'm like, it just looks like it could be.
He's like, in Japan.
And
Yeah.
While jacking off.
You ever heard of use it or lose it?
It's from my mom's side. Mom's side of the family, a little bit different.
Yeah.
you ever heard of it?
You ever heard of it?
Why do I give off serial killer vibes?
Because you're the least expected.
Yeah, you're like a
Yeah,
charming.
it's gotta be the least expected.
You know, they always say like he was so charming, and then he got me by the trunk and threw me.
Because you're the one that has the highest likelihood of getting away with it.
Yeah.
And that's how it always is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the senator that pushes the most anti-gay bills, whatever.
He's sucking dick at an airport bathroom.
Yeah.
Nudging dudes' feet under the stalls.
Or like the most feminine dude you find that seems all nice is always the one beating the fuck out of their
That's
girlfriend.
true. It's always the feminine guys that are fucking up their girlfriends.
And since you're all like America's sweetheart.
Yeah, you're America's sweetheart.
Everyone thinks you could do no wrong. You're the innocent one. You're the
He's the fucking Eagle Scout.
yeah. You're the one that's fucking roofing these chicks.
And you know
tying
knots?
these ladies up, dude.
He knows knots?
Yeah, he's tying, dude.
Dude, it's too late for me. I've already talked about it too much. So I'm the obvious choice. You aren't gonna get away with it.
I'm not organized enough to be a serial killer. I'd forget where I put the bodies. It'd be a whole thing.
He's poisoning people with kinjabang noodles.
Yeah, yeah.
He's already
That's
getting away
not
with
a
it.
good clip. Now we're going too far, Joe. We're making it too real.
No,
Made it
it's just
too-
lighthearted banner. It's just banner.
That's bad press.
Just
That's bad press.
He said, that's not a good clip.
Now Ryan's challenged to make it a clip.
That's like me going, dude, I heard there's cancerous ingredients in Junbi matcha.
Oh no, that's not a good clip.
We add mercury.
Dude, he can't be beat. Joe can't be beat.
I mean, I am the serial killer.
And then Joe's like, hey, why didn't you clip that? Why didn't you clip the mercury part?
I do think that you have the highest likelihood of getting away with it.
Because it's the least expected.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get fan mail in jail kind of deal.
Oh, yeah.
I could change
Like Luigi Mangiani.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ryan would get fan mail in jail.
No, I would.
I'd be sending Ryan fan mail, Joe.
I feel like it's
keep
not
on my
hard to
good
get
side.
away with murder though.
Yeah.
Okay, spoken like a serial killer.
You know what? Yeah, you're
Bart's number
you're
2 on
onto
my
something
list.
there.
Bart's up there in my eyes.
But then serial
What?
killers are good at their choice. It's the choices. Like you can't pick a person who's popular and has so many friends that are gonna be missed, right? You gotta choose like a hooker or something.
That's the hard part.
Bart's like,
You know.
Bart's like a serial killer to me because he's like on the spectrum with his logic, you know?
Yes. No, that's I get you.
Because he's so logical, he'd be a great serial killer.
All the emotions gone. It's not like it's like, oh my god, I can't believe you killed an infant. He's like, dude, okay, why would you kill an infant? Because logically speaking, they have parents who are going to constantly be looking at them, and then you're going to run into these laws and issues, blah blah blah. So you got to kill the grandparents instead because like he's just going to go so logical.
Yeah, I'm the train psychology test. You know, where there's like one person on this train track, a whole family. Which theme do you use? And most people, oh, I don't know. I'm like, of course it killed the one person.
Yeah.
To save the family.
Yeah.
Dude, it says in LA County alone, there's almost 5,000 unsolved murders.
They're probably all buried in Barstow. Every time I drive over here, I'm like, man, there's fucking dead people buried all over this place.
But the tire tracks, dude.
But it is
give it
hard.
up.
He's like,
serial killers hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Well, that's why serial killers get away with it for so long. It's because they're always killing people they don't know.
And you just fucking tie a tree to the back of your truck.
You know, like
So as you're driving away, the fucking tree branches up the tire tracks.
Is that what they do?
I don't know. I just made it up.
He's going ding 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 ding.
I don't get it.
or like
This guy let a trail to the bodies.
look for a guy with a tree on his car.
It's a Christmas tree. Why is there Christmas trees?
Yeah, there's just a tree trail all the way to his house. We got him instantly.
Yeah, that's
Dead to rights. We got
it's like all the murder docs that we've all watched. It's like you know when it's someone close to you.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Yeah, you see it coming.
I will say this: when that guy was like molesting kids in my neighborhood when I was a kid, that was like shocking to everyone because he just was like a nice guy. And it's always like that.
It's always the nicest
Nice
ones.
guy, yeah.
Guy probably had a perm.
And he was like at our karate studio, and he was just pretending to be like just a nice older guy and shit like that. Like he was like talking to the kids in the karate class. I bet you like getting into jujitsu and shit like that.
Bro, I'm telling you, there's so many guys you have to watch out for because you never know who's like, I want to help the kids. You're like, why do you want to help the kids that bad, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
your
yeah.
deal?
Any kind of club where you can be, it's normal that you're around kids.
You could be a mentor to these kids, right?
sharp
Anytime, yeah. Parents gotta watch out for these guys, please.
Is that what you're thinking?
Is that what you think I'm thinking? Omicron? Okay, so let's assume everyone here is a serial killer.
Okay. Who's
your target?
Who are our targets?
I would just kill random ass people.
I kill people who
Because it's the only way you can get away with it.
Yeah.
I kill people who say they're doing it on daddy-daughter dates.
You know what's funny? Since we had that conversation, I've been asking all the parents at the gym. I'm like, what do you think about this?
What do they say?
They say it's fucking weird.
You don't think
Thank
you don't think that
think
all
it's
of
fucking
them
weird.
are getting together in the parent group chat and being like, how come Nick's asking us all this question?
Nick's really animated about this.
I'm like, hey, what do you
Does
think?
Nick want to go on a date with our daughter?
By the way,
that's weird?
take the daughter out. Just stop calling it a fucking daddy-daughter date. That's all I'm asking.
And that's all they said. They're like, don't call it a date.
He's like, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
And you couldn't do that, could you?
Because in order to be a serial killer, to get that status, you have to have multiple kills.
Isn't it like 5 or more?
Yeah, something like that.
Who would you guys have the most fun killing?
Holy shit, Spokane also like a serial killer.
If all Dexter style, if you're Dexter style, then it's kind of just, it feels good. There's like some primal.
That would be kind of tight if you could sneak up on.
Well, that's because he has to do it. So his dad was like, "Well, if you have to do it, then do it
do
to
it
the
this
bad
way."
guys." Yeah.
And his dad.
They treated it like it was a sexual urge. You couldn't deny.
Yeah. He's like, I just gotta kill
So
someone.
it's like it might as well be like for justice or whatever.
I would kill people with blue hair. That would be really satisfying for me.
Aliens.
How'd you do it?
Aliens.
I would bleach their head until they're dead.
They're in the shower trying to wash their hair. You just keep pouring shampoo.
Keep bleaching it until they're dead now.
You know who I kind of want to kill?
Who?
People that drive Teslas, but then they also have a sticker that says "I fucking hate Elon." I'm like, just make up your fucking mind.
I seen it when I was in San Fran. I saw it.
I
I
thought
saw
they were,
2 or 3 of those motherfuckers.
but they were doing that so they don't get keyed.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because it's like, hey, I bought this before Elon went right.
That's like when my neighbors had a BLM all over their house during the riots.
All of your house is tough, dude.
They're like, hey, don't egg our house. Don't egg our house.
And we want one of you guys.
Damn.
I've seen a lot of videos of people just going up to random Teslas and just kicking the fuck out of it. But in my head, I'm like, bro, they all have cameras, right?
Kill those motherfuckers.
They're just
Yeah, those guys are
dumb, dude.
stupid
They're
as
just
shit.
really stupid.
They go to see. This one guy kicked the Cybertruck and then went to go see a movie.
Yeah. And they waited for him.
And they pulled him out.
And his gay ass friends were there.
They're like, oh, what?
And they're
you
like-
get arrested for that? It's
my
like, dude,
God,
what are you
stupid.
thinking, bro?
And they were watching that kids film.
a Tesla cuts me off, and I immediately, because I'm road rager, immediately fuck you and all this shit. And then I see the guy at the light or whatever, because they have to pull up next to him. And then I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. And then he rolls down the window, and I'm like, by the way, like I like Elon, but I just think you're an asshole.
You drive like shit.
Just to clarify, like.
Honestly, I'd kill some Tesla drivers because they're the worst drivers on the road.
Hey, but you know what's really great? Oh my god, you guys gotta start cutting off Teslas. It's so fucking fun. Because the Tesla will stop.
Yeah.
Automatically. It will let you in.
Really?
They have no choice.
Oh, because of the auto drive.
Because you get too close to their thing and they, without doing it, they will stop.
The worst drivers on the road are BMW drivers.
You can fucking a Tesla every time.
And he goes,
Yeah. And the guy he has no say.
I feel like Tesla drivers, anytime they merge, they're stopping to a dead stop in the middle of the highway before they fucking change the merge. Not you, but you know, like, there's a lot of Tesla drivers you drive behind. You're like, these are the worst. They're the worst.
I'm literally like the worst version of a Tesla driver, where like I don't drive anymore.
You just let the
isn't that the best version?
Well, I think it's safer than what I would normally do, because if somebody were to cut me off and I am like upset about it, I'm gonna do something stupid.
You're gonna get on their ass.
You know? But because it's
Love
like
that.
autopilot, it's like I'm like not even paying attention. So if somebody cuts me off, I'm just like, as long as I can keep watching my YouTube video or whatever the fuck I'm paying attention.
Sounds like, it's like how a serial killer would think.
Yeah. He's like, how do I cut up bodies properly? And he's watching that. How do I cut? How do I dispose
Which
of
acids dissolve human flesh?
Who would I want to kill?
But then doesn't that
Who'd you target?
isn't it always like they just like the feeling of killing? It's not, they don't have a personal issue with that.
It's hard to just kill
Right.
people that you have personal issues with. It's very difficult.
Serial killers are just looking
so
for
traceable.
like
I thought you were talking about from personal experience. You said like it's hard to kill people.
You have to
like-
wait a long time. Like if you have a beef with someone, you gotta wait a long ass time. Then you gotta kill them
yeah.
years later.
Yeah.
Did you see that one clip where they showed up to some dude's house, and then the parents knew the kid was a serial killer, and then they're like, so why did you do it? And then the kid was like, I just wanted to know how it felt.
Oh god, why do they always say the same shit? Like,
God damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's when you're just in denial that your kid is a fucking weird ass devil.
It's almost like they need to come really hard, but then they can't. And then they're wired like that. Like killing is the feeling that they get of like, it's not sexual, but it's like that feeling of like, I need to do
It's like that
something.
Japanese cannibal guy that ate his roommate, and they asked him years later, like, would you do it again? He's like, yeah.
Hell yeah. Just need to do
He's like, yeah, I'm trying not to.
or hot room yoga. That's pretty hard.
You know what was an interesting one? Remember when that there was like that RV sniper,
oh yeah.
right? And it was just like that little hole.
Oh, you're talking about the car with the hole at the end. Yeah.
Was that DC?
That was him. He was
At the
doing
trunk,
that
the
as
father
RV?
son.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
And they would collect the shell casings because they shot inside the car.
They were
That's
pros.
smart, bro.
So I
How do they catch him? Isn't it loud as fuck?
They kept on pulling over vehicles that were having the same description. No, it wasn't an RV.
It was like a Caprice or some shit. Yeah, something like that. Oh.
But I always thought that was fascinating because, like, I think that there's a clear satisfaction of shooting, and then if you like are capable of like killing via shooting and then driving away and all the evidence is there.
Yeah, that's sick.
It just feels like quick dopamine hit, and then you're like out of the crime scene.
So it's driving.
Versus like doing hella work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or like having to like wrestle somebody and throw them in your trunk or tape them up or like take them to like 30 miles out and all this extra shit.
It's like a little road trip. It's a fun.
So you're a lazy serial killer.
But then you get to there's so much more satisfaction points, right? Once shooting in general is really fun, right?
I see.
And then also like once you do that and you bounce, it's on the news right away. So
yeah.
you already
You get
get
the
to
acclaim.
see, you get to see your work already in real time.
He's a serial killer.
You justified it right now.
He knows it.
I don't think we're thinking like serial killers though, because serial killers aren't trying to like do the least. They're trying to do the most. Like they're just like, I want to feel the skin on a knife.
Yeah, they're like, it's like sport.
There's like a thing, see?
And they want to fucking stab you while eating like a blueberry muffin.
The best thing I would want to do is to make it seem like I'm serial killing, but I'm not.
That's pretty sick, man.
How do you do that?
Well, cause like it sucks to kill innocent people because that's like sad, but then that's the best thing you can do because then it's harder to trace you. So then, like I said, like I would wait years and just compile this list, and then there's no connection as who's doing this.
Ryan's the guy who calls the police stations and he's like, I am the Zodiac, and they just hang up on me.
Got him. Gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah, and then I'm like mad when they give someone else credit.
Those guys are crazy, dude.
Yeah, they really live for the.
What do you guys feel like your calling card would be?
My calling card?
Hot sauce, dude. For sure. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Or just like a woo sticker?
Yeah, Wooster, boom.
Mine would be a Playboy. A Playboy magazine with the date.
Yours would just be the murdered person's always pantsed.
They just have no pants.
But he's not sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
He just got pants.
A dead guy just with a dick hanging out.
That's your calling card, dude.
I think I'm more of a serial torturer.
Oh, dude,
How would you
that's
do it? What
rough.
would you do?
Because I think I like people getting a taste of their own medicine. So if like some fool's complaining about the fucking Gaza shit or whatever, and they fucking grew up in Culver City, I'll fucking kidnap them and then send them there, and then give them a uniform of the opposite side, and then throw them on the other opposite side. You figure it out. Or like the people that like fucking love China or whatever, then I put them to sleep, and then I give them Asian face surgery, and then I fucking like put a serial number on his chest, and then throw him in a Chinese labor fucking sweatshop, and now he's stuck in there forever.
If you love China so much, why don't you marry him? That's
Yeah, that's your thing.
I like those ones.
You love
That's
Gaza so
cool.
much, why don't you
That's
go marry it?
Yeah.
I like the idea of just being able to throw somebody into a Chinese sweatshop and they have to work there.
Dude, imagine you're a Chinese manager. You got one extra guy for help. You're like, oh, come here.
Dude, imagine going
You have to stay.
taking a body to a plastic surgeon and be like, all right, make him look like a Chinaman, all right?
Real tiny on the eyes, real tiny.
I need to look real Chinese.
Yeah. Get rid of those eyelids.
Dang.
That's what I would like.
That is a good idea.
It's good, yeah.
That's not even serial killing.
Taste
That's
your own
just
medicine.
Yeah.
justice.
That's justice.
It's a cool social experiment.
It is.
I'd love to follow them for 30 days and watch it on a TV show.
Social experiment. Jamie Kennedy experiment, yeah. It's a good one.
You love China so much, why don't you work in a labor camp? Fucking idiot.